Hi, it is Sunday, June 26th, 2022, and I'm driving back to Phoenix today. I didn't have any luck up here. I 0 for 2 in the Colossus yesterday, so 0 for 3 for the trip. So I think that puts my total for the summer at 0 for 9 in tournaments, 0 cashes, 1 bubble. Not much luck, not much success. Shitty summer at the World Series. And I guess, I probably use too much marijuana when I'm up here. And that probably hurts my chances for sure. But it's what it is, man. It's just what I do. It's got ups, it's got downs. So I'll go back to Phoenix. I'll lick my wounds for a couple weeks, and then I'll probably take a crack at the Arizona State Championship in a couple weeks. And hopefully I won't be quite as high for that because it's a local tournament. It's what it is, man. I started using it 5 years ago, and when I don't use it, I end up really hating how I feel and not really knowing what I can do to feel better. So I just do that, and it helps me to cover up some of the feelings and feel a little less shitty. So I think today I'm just in a place of I'm in a place of love. I'm in a place of compassion. Yesterday, while I was at the World Series, I was walking down the hallway, and there was a woman there, and I thought, I at this point, it's sometimes difficult for me to know for sure if it. I didn't know for sure if it was the person I thought it might be, who I haven't seen this woman in a couple years, I don't think, and she was that person I responded to on Twitter the other day, and then I blocked her. This person, well, people have a certain energy, and this person at the World Series had this person's energy, whether it was her or not, I don't actually know. And as I walked, I caught a glance of this person's face, and I saw a sad look on this person's face. And I felt compassion. A lot of people have been wearing masks for a real long time, A lot of people think that you shouldn't care what other people think about you, and so they pretend they don't. But the truth is, it feels good when other people like us, and it feels bad when other people don't think good things about us. And, if we come to the conclusion that their judgment is made out of ignorance and that they don't understand, then we can maintain our self-respect and we can find a way to move forward. But that doesn't mean that it's an ideal situation or that we're happy that they feel that way about us. But sometimes people have legitimate criticisms, legitimate complaints. And I didn't deserve to be unloaded on Twitter from this person. I didn't deserve to be insulted, because the truth is I've treated this person with compassion. I was at the Bellagio playing 40-80 at the World Series a few years ago, and this person was next to me, and we were playing together all day. And I had a friend from out of town who was playing in the room who I was hanging out with, going to dinner with afterwards. And he doesn't know this person, but he commented to me afterwards. He said, I seemed like she was attracted to you, man, like she's into you. And, that was a feeling that I had myself. But, I don't always trust those feelings because 4 years ago, I had those feelings and that person decided that they didn't want anything to do with me anymore and said that they didn't have romantic feelings for me and that my perceptions were incorrect. So I don't trust my perceptions anymore. But when someone else tells me, seems like she's into you, now I say to myself, well, you know what? Maybe you're right, man. Maybe she is. And this is a problem, dude, because this girl's with another guy who I had considered a friend up to that point 3 years ago when this happened. So I said to myself, well, how do I resolve this situation? And the first thing I said was, well, how do I feel? And the truth is, I'm attracted to this person. I like this person. I like interacting with this person. I like the way I feel when I interact with this person. And I would enjoy being with this person. And so I sent a message to her boyfriend. I sent an email. And I laid it on the line, man. I said, look, this is how I feel. I didn't say anything about the way she was acting, how she felt, But I said, this is how I feel. And maybe it was the wrong way to be. Maybe it was the wrong thing to do. Maybe it was the wrong way to act. But it seemed to me like the right thing to do. The most respectful thing to do. The right way, the best way to approach it, given the parameters of the situation that I was dealing with. And so I dealt with it that way, man. And maybe I could have dealt with it a better way, but I was ignorant of what that might have been. So that's all you can do, man. And that's why I don't fucking deserve that. Because I ain't never intended to hurt no one, man. My intentions have always been good. My intentions have been to find agreements that are win-win scenarios. And you do that by laying your cards on the table. He responded with like a 2 or 3 word reply, which just to me showed me that this guy just doesn't respect my time. He doesn't respect my kindness. He doesn't respect my effort, man. And I guess I should have learned that a few years prior when he had asked me why he should buy gold. And I'd written him like a 2-page fucking description of why you should buy gold. I mean, I had put my effort, my energy, I had committed to this as an act of kindness. And he didn't even fucking reply, man. It's like people just hold other people's effort in such low regard. It's like they think, I don't know, the way it appears to me, and maybe I'm wrong, it seems like these people just have this mentality that they're just better than other people, This woman posted something about, if you're a conspiracy theorist, just because you don't understand anything. It's like, actually, I do understand a lot of things, like economics, like the thing that your little buddy, who also doesn't seem to respond to me anymore, like I gave him this point I made on the text the other day that really should be clarifying on this abortion issue, dude. Like I'm serious when I talked about win-wins here, and it's like they just aren't interested. Like they just assume I'm just unworthy of consideration. I'm unworthy of listening to. And it puts me in a spot. You know, yesterday seeing this woman, it was like she was unmasked, like I could see her pain, and whether it was this woman or another woman who had that same energy, it's like that to me does inspire a certain compassion, you know. And I don't like seeing people suffer. I don't like seeing people that are in pain. Um, I don't want to cause people pain. And I'm also in a whole lot of pain my fucking self, man. I also live a real fucking lonely fucking existence, man. You know, I've been rejected by a lot of people, man. You know, I recognize reality for what it is, man. People got guns, man. The government's living off credit, man. Certain people got feelings romantically that maybe aren't the most fucking convenient thing in the fucking world, man. But I'm not going to just deny that those feelings exist for the sake of going along and getting along, man. Because if we're going to find solutions, we need to put our cards on the fucking table. Another thing I want to say in this video is that I made a mistake in the first edition of my book. In the angels section, and I don't have it in front of me, I don't remember exactly how I phrased this, but I made this implication that those of us who've been working for freedom, you know, that was a generalization, man. You know, every individual's different. And I've realized that within every group, including the freedom movement or any other way you want to categorize people, not every individual in that group is going to fit to that generalization. And I'm guilty of doing it just like everyone else. So I think I need to reword that and make it clear that, you know, these angels I talk about, they aren't necessarily all freedom movement people. There's, I believe, good people within different groups, and that each individual has their own accounts to balance, you know. Every individual, they've taken the actions they've taken. And it's an individual thing. It's not a guilt by association. It's not one of other people who share a common belief, a common physical characteristic with you. What have they done? It's what have you done? How have you acted? And for me, if you want to judge merit, that's how you should judge. Now, if you want to judge cruelty, that's up to you, man. If you feel like you've been cruel to people, you need to make that right. That's up to you and God, man. That's something I highly recommend doing. But that's your journey, man. I don't know, dude. I have all the same ideas. I just recycle them on here. I'm pretty consistent, man. You know, sometimes I do evolve my understanding, but I'm pretty fucking consistent with what I stand for and what I say. And yeah, I played a little roulette at Venetian last night. Just one bet, but it took me like 20 minutes chatting with a group out there. You know, I'm a sociable guy. I'm a fun guy. I just lack connections, and it's tough, man. It's tough being a cult of one, man, because people just seem to like swimming in the familiar waters, man. But it sure be cool to make some friends one of these fucking days. So it's like I don't, it's not like I'm hopeless in regard to that, but I am feeling pain. And I was feeling pain yesterday, man. And I late registered the tournament, and I was gonna shed some tears, and I forgot to before the tournament, and maybe that got me off track. Maybe I shouldn't have shoved the first hand that I did, and I don't know, dude. I just, driving back to Phoenix today. Probably be the last time I do this drive in some time, because tournaments are ending, and it's a long drive, and I want to work on the second edition of my book. I want to find a quiet place where I can focus, and I don't know that I figured that out just yet, but I'll wait for God to give me the inspiration. I do believe in God. I do believe in joy, man. And I don't live in fear, man. I was walking down the street last night in Vegas, saw some old woman out there, looked like she was disabled, looked like she was probably homeless. Saw her getting real bullied by some guys out there. Younger guy, looked like he's probably homeless too, man. And I just stood by, man. He was yelling, he wasn't being physical, but I stood and I looked. And he walked up the street, and I approached the old lady and I said, "Are you okay?" It looked like he was being a bit aggressive, man. And don't know if she spoke English. What else could I do, man? You know, if he'd been getting physical, I'd have gotten physical. But he didn't get physical. So I can allow words to be exchanged without getting physical. But if you're a young man who thinks it's okay to bully an old woman, I'm gonna fuck you up, or I'm gonna get fucked up. And I don't really give a fuck which it is, because I believe in God. And I think if you were to kill this body, I think he would take me and he would bring me back here, and I would fuck some shit up, kid. Because I don't believe God's fucking around here, man. I don't care if I'm the only man on that street willing to step in. I'm gonna step in, and I'm gonna risk my own fucking life, because I don't care how much value I have to this planet alive. I ain't gonna stand by and see that kind of shit, and you can go fuck yourself. Because that's who I am, man. Because maybe I don't have the respect or the admiration or even the compassion of any of these fucking people out here, man. But I'm damn sure gonna respect my fucking self. And if I walk by when some old lady's getting bullied on the street, I ain't gonna respect my fucking self. So, I'm gonna do that, man. And hopefully some other gentlemen walking down the street are gonna notice. And they're gonna think to themselves, you know what, man? Maybe this shit isn't okay, man. Maybe I'll step in too, man. You know? I think about that sometimes when I'm out in a group, man, and I feel like some people are having issues with me for one reason or another, I think. I wonder how many people in this room like me, man. Does anyone in this room like me and just not say it? Would anyone in this room avenge my fucking death? Maybe, man. But if not, there's always God, man. So, hey, dude. That's just me being me, dude. I'm not being a tough guy. I'm not looking for trouble. You just get to a point, man. You get to a point where you're just like, I'm not gonna see this no more. I'm not gonna see this violence and walk fucking by. And I'll tell you, this isn't an infrequent type of deal, man. There's a lot of violence out there. There's a lot of shitty behavior out there, man. And as time progresses, I don't know how much more of it I'm going to be able to just walk by without creating some kind of discourse. So, I don't know what I'm going to do tonight when I get home. I'm probably going to hang out here at Boulder Station, man. I won a little in the 816 Omaha last night, which plays fucking huge. Some of these pots, there's $500-$600 pots in this fucking 816 Omaha game, man. It's fucking crazy, man. It's fucking crazy, man. But it's gambling, man. Gives me something to do, man. I watched a Jurassic World movie yesterday. Had some good action scenes, but had a lot of emotional filler that I wasn't real into. Had a lot of attention to detail that maybe like the artistic-y, science-y type guys like. Wasn't really up my street, but it was okay. I mean, had its moments. Watching the previews, man, a lot of the previews look good. I'm starting to think I might watch more movies. Maybe I'll catch another one today before I leave. And I don't know, dude. It's what it is, man. I haven't really kept up with the protests, any of that. I don't know if people were rioting, whatever. It's not really my business, man. So I guess that's it. And thanks for tuning in. You guys have a good one.